Happy Vlogmas, everybody. Today is December 8th. I can't believe it's been a week now of doing these. This is so exciting. Fred and I are happy to see you. We are coming to you today, again, a bit early, like yesterday. We have some things going on this evening, so we're trying to get this done. As you can see, the light outside, it's still light outside. It's not dark. So we're happy you joined us today. I hope things are going well with you all. As Christmas approaches, it feels like I'm running out of time to get things done, but I'm slowly but surely making progress on the projects I've been working on, and thought I would share some of those with you today. We always start with the Arne and Carlos Advent Christmas ball calendar that they're doing. Today is the 8th day, and this one is by far one of the cutest ones, I think, in the collection. If you follow them on YouTube, on their channel, they every day are doing a short little podcast about the meaning or the significance of the knitted pattern that they have in the Advent calendar, and today is no exception. They are also doing a giveaway through Instagram. Everybody is posting their finished ornaments, either one at a time or as they get them done, and using the hashtags Arne and Carlos, and hashtag sit and knit for a bit. And they're going to pick, each one of them is going to pick their favorite. There will be 2 winners in January, and they will get some really nice prizes that they have kind of shown here and there, throughout their day-to-day podcast. So today's ball is another nature-inspired, animal-themed ball. It is the red bird, and this one is so cute. Absolutely cute. As I mentioned yesterday, the green doesn't get used very much, so it had been a while, so I was happy to see some green in this one. Arne and Carlos are using a Rowan DK, which is like a wool alpaca blend, and I opted to use instead a different wool alpaca blend called Big Bad Wool Wipaka. And the colors here, since I only have one of the green, I only needed one of the green, but I had to buy several of the red and white to get these finished. But I think I'm on track as far as staying, as far as what I've bought being enough to get me through the entire 24-day set. So the green is called spruce, that ornament's called spruce. The green used in the ornament is called olive yew, OLIVEEWE, like the food and the animal. The red is called redbird, and the white is called raw white. And today in their podcast, they talked about the significance of birds, not only in Christmas decorations, but also just during the winter, where they live in Europe. And they did tell a really sweet story, which I watched their podcast, even, not just the day-to-day Advent ones, but I've been watching their Sit and Knit for a Bit podcasts now since they started them. And there was an episode a while back where they were in their greenhouse on their property, and they told the story today about how they had a little red robin visitor in their greenhouse during that podcast. Well, maybe not during, but while they were in the process of filming that episode. So that was kind of neat. And as a person who myself feeds the birds all year long, but particularly in the winter, because where we are in Texas, we get a lot of migration birds that go from Canada to Mexico and back. So I try to make sure I have seed out in my backyard throughout the fall and the winter, simply because they're not just looking for food to eat. They're looking for food to store during the harshest parts of winter when they may not be able to find it. So I try to put enough out that keep them happy and keep them well fed, along with some of the squirrels. So I try to do my best anyway. So yeah, really cute ornament, love it, love it, love it. This is definitely, I mean, these are just so adorable. They really did a good job with these. And I just, for someone who hadn't really done a lot of color work before now, the fact that these look really, really good, the fact that these are small, and the fact that I feel like I've accomplished a color work pattern because it looks like the thing it's supposed to look like, makes me truly happy. So I think by doing this project this year, this has gotten me over kind of my fear or hesitation in starting a larger color work project. My next step will probably be something a little bit bigger. So, you know, hat, cowl, something like that. I don't know that I'm ready to do a sweater yet. I've only knit a couple of sweaters so far, so I'd like to be comfortable with knitting a sweater before I try doing, you know, the really pretty color work yokes in some of the patterns I see out there. So that was the first Advent accomplished today. The second one we're participating in is, of course, the Katrinkles Stitch Marker Advent Calendar. We are on day 8, and Katrinkles is a Rhode Island company that specializes in stitching knitting notions and stitch markers. And most of their stuff is wood, or they probably started with their company by making wood stitch markers and needle gauges and swatch rulers and stuff like that, but then they have moved on and are added to their inventory by also doing acrylic. So they have some really cute stuff out there. If you haven't purchased from them before, or haven't followed them on social media, you should really check them out because they have something for everybody. A while back I had bought, they had a whole acrylic cat collection of stitch markers and notions, so I couldn't help myself and I had to do that, purchase some of those things. But then they also make tags for hand knit gifts. They make you know, little pins, like for instance some of their stitch markers they turn into actual you know, lapel pins or buttons. They make buttons. They actually make stitchable buttons, so buttons that have actually like where you can stitch the little sheep or heart design before you know, put it on the garment. Just a ton of stuff. So with that, today is day 8. So far it's been rather interesting to see some of the different kinds of stitch markers that I have gotten so far. So let's see what today's is. And it's acrylic, and it's a little pink sweater. Speaking of sweaters, so really, really, really cute, really glossy. There we go. There's a little bit of gloss there for you. Really sweet. So yeah, sweater projects after the first of the year. I'm definitely going to be ready for marking all those rounds that I have to keep track of. So very, very, very cute. And then lastly is my Black Needle Society, my 12 days of stitching that I'm doing along with them. The goal is to stitch 12 projects over 24 days leading up to Christmas, and this is day 8. So essentially either you've worked on 8 projects or you've worked on a combination of 8 either single days or, you know, maybe there's some double days thrown in there, which is actually what I've been doing the past few days, is working the second day on some projects that I've started previously. And today is another one of those days. So this one actually I'm really close to done with. So I was really happy that this got, now this is not a project where there's like full coverage, so there's a lot of empty open fabric to be seen. However, this is turning out really, really cute, and you can definitely see more of the shape of what the project's intended to be. So I'll put up the original picture here, it's out of a Cross Stitch Crazy, I think, magazine, from a couple of years ago. And it was designed to be stitched onto fabric and then made into an ornament, which I'm starting to think I might actually try that again, because I didn't do so well with one of my 12 days of stitching projects. That ornament didn't turn out so well. And now that I've gotten a good look at this one in the picture, and I can kind of see what they did to attach it to the fabric, yeah, I think I might have a better idea of how I am going to finish this one. So this one might actually show up again, not as a third day. Like for instance, this one, I'm going to try to do one more, because that only took a day to stitch that little, thing and then put it on the fabric. This is day 2 for this one, so I'm not going to technically take up a third day with this one like I considered with some of my other projects, but I do want to finish it, and it will be done in time for Christmas, or before Christmas. So I will definitely, once I'm finished with this one, I will bring it back on just to show you guys, just because you've been following along and you might like to see the finished project. So this is an almost finish. Like I said, it's really close. Basically what I've got left, everything that I've got left is back stitching. So all of the actual cross stitch, I believe, is all filled in. Now I'm just doing all the final lettering and detailing and whatever, and it's turning out really cute. There are a couple of things I noticed, but I'm glad that they happened. One was the pink, and I'll pop up my day 1, how far I got on my day 1 too, so you guys can kind of see before I show this what how far I got the first time. But in that picture, the pink is kind of a hot pink, and I didn't realize until I started doing the back stitching that yeah, that was supposed to be a lighter pink that I pulled. And so that lighter pink never got used, which would explain, if you noticed in the project finish picture that I posted, how kind of washed out that looked. Well, that pink was supposed to be a lighter pink, not super lighter, but there's some back stitching that I've still got to do with this darker pink, which is fine. But then some of the greens are that way too. I ended up using some darker greens than I was supposed to with the cross stitch sections. So when I got around to the back stitch sections, yeah, it all kind of looks the same. Again, not mad. I'm really, really happy with the colors I accidentally chose. So I'm going with it. I think it is totally cute. And I'm so happy with the finish so far. Just trying to look here and see. I think I pulled out a stitch, so I will have to fix that later. But anyway, so super cute. Super, super, super cute. So I'm going to show you now. Ta-da! And it is, meant to be kind of a Christmas tree shape. This one was Black Needle Society. One of their prompts was something with Deck the Halls. Either the title of it was Deck the Halls, or in this case, my actual thing says Deck the Halls. But you can see the tree shape and the little ornaments. I kind of accidentally missed that little back stitch section, so I got to put that one in again. But yeah, just meant to be like a decorated tree with all these little words in it. I just have a little bit, like I started this green here, so that's the next here. There's something here, there's something here. But yeah, I'm almost finished, and I'm super excited about that. I was really, really happy that I got really, really close before I came on here, but I had to get on here kind of early again today. So this might actually get finished tonight as far as the stitching goes. And then, yeah, I can actually do the finish on it maybe this weekend when I've got some spare time, when I've actually got more time that I can work on some things. So, yay, I'm super excited. So that's it for me today. Again, it's another short one. Got things going on. Gotta get moving on. Keep doing what I'm doing today. And it is a work. It's a weekday, so a lot of things going on in the background as well. So Hope you guys are all doing good. I hope your projects that you're working on are bringing you happiness and joy. I hope your making is providing some peace and some maybe much needed me time for you. And just another reminder, it's the holidays in 2020, so be patient, be kind. Know that there's somebody out there that could really use it, and patience and kindness are free gifts that you can give somebody this year for the holiday season, and they will be very meaningful and very much appreciated. So until tomorrow or whenever I see you next, you guys have a great afternoon and evening, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.